This week on Bad Clown's Film Pitch.
We're jumping on the bandwagon and taking some Disney animated classics and turning them into live-action films.
All right, boys. Lights, camera, action.
Halloween trousers and Halloween top.
Yeah, I've got the full set.
Wow,
The matching pajamas.
Is this how we start?
just in time for November. It's
I
amazing.
actually got them at November. Okay, if you no, sorry. I mean, I got them in October.
Okay.
The month of Halloween.
Yeah. Have we started? Is this?
Yeah.
okay.
We're just questioning your...
Okay, I see. I'm sorry. I should have worn something more appropriate.
More Disney.
More Disney.
More animated.
What are you? Oh,
Star Wars, baby.
technically true. What's yours?
Mine's an outdoor sort of climbing t-shirt, so not very Disney either.
No.
Sorry.
So I'd probably win this one. Yeah. Okay. So Disney live action. Are we fans?
Of the remakes? No, not at all.
No.
I don't like any of them.
I think when they take a film from my childhood that I have fond memories for, and then they push it through a lovely CGI/live action filter,
Yeah.
and then they cram the same moments through that filter, stripping them of all the nostalgia and the joy that I feel watching them, and then I watch them. Maybe I've paid.
Unlikely.
I feel sour. I feel bitter. I want in on the cash.
Oh,
So we should do it ourselves.
You want
I
to?
see. I mean, they have some serious balls on them, don't they? The that's not a general statement, but when they take things like The Lion King,
Yeah.
and like we're going to make it live action, and you're like, great, real animals. That's going to be.
They should have done it with real lions, just to like...
None of it's like
That classic 90s thing where they put like the mouth moving over the actual footage.
peanut butter on the dog.
yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't, did they? They just CGI'd the whole film and like it's live, it's real,
Yeah.
and it's worse than the original.
And you realise that actually Timon and Pumbaa are not quite as charming.
When
it's a real warthog.
No, Seth
Yeah.
Rogen's not as charming as.
I don't know the voice actor for that.
I know Timothy Lane played Timon.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan.
Do you know that?
Timothy played Timon.
Actually, who plays Pumbaa in the original Lion King?
I'm gonna have to Google that.
That's quite all right.
That's right.
I would say, I should know this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. When my younger brother was born, he was.
When you were a young warthog.
When I was.
I was a young warthog,
Very rude of you.
my hand is aroma lacked a certain appeal.
When my younger brother was born, I was 3, and I had just seen The Lion King. And in the hospital, I was begging my parents to name him Pumbaa, genuinely begging, and they were like, "No, because they said, what do you think we should call him?" I was like, "Pumbaa," and they were like, "No, we can't. We're not going to call him Pumbaa. We're not going to name him after a warthog." And I was like, "Please!" I was
Mufasa.
crying on the floor, begging them to name, and they didn't. They named him Alexander. It's not
a character in the film.
No.
Not a character in the film.
a bit rude, actually. That's not in any Disney film, is it? No.
I mean, maybe.
Who played that Pumbaa?
So the original 1994, right?
Yep.
Okay, we've got Ernie Sabella.
Oh yeah.
Don't say oh yeah.
You don't know who that is.
Oh, Ernie,
Ernie
old
from
dear
such-
friend, yes.
such
And he
films.
drove the fastest milk cart in the West.
From such fantastic movies as
The Lion King, 1994.
and actually, if you could just
Lion King 2,
double
Simba's
check
Bride.
the facts here. Lion King 3.3.
3.3.
Oh, the weird Timon and Pumbaa one.
1.5?
Some would argue the best.
They keep
Lion
changing. Yeah, I think it's an American release. It has a different title.
King. I've never heard that man's name, and we're supposed to be a movie podcast. I'm ashamed, boys. I'm gonna need some cheering up.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Go on.
Why don't we come up with our own Disney live-action remake?
Should we start with ones that haven't been meddled with yet?
Got one for you. Sword and Stone. Has that been done?
That hasn't. No. I mean, there's loads of King Arthur movies, but there's not been.
It's true.
What about...
That film has no plot, though. If you
I've
think,
not seen
if you
it
think
since
of
I
that,
was a babe.
because it's basically just a magician turning himself and a child into various animals at different stages.
You could get away with...
That's
you could get
literally
away
all that
with
happens in
plots
that
like that.
Hello, money.
Because they
is
turn
what I'm
there's
hearing.
3 scenes. They turn into birds at one point.
Yeah.
They turn into fish at one point.
Yes.
And they turn into squirrels. And it's got nothing to do with the plot.
Isn't there an evil witch?
Oh,
Turns into a pike.
magical Madam Mim. That's towards the end. That's when they were like, we need to have some sort of
Villain. So
climax.
what is the story then?
So
is it just he pulls the sword and they're like, "You're in charge now, lad"? Good job.
That's the last 2 minutes. Is literally just sort of.
Oh, right.
I don't remember this film.
No.
Maybe we should remake it. What happens? He instantly accidentally decapitates Merlin when he rips the sword out of the stone. And then the whole film is him covering up the murder of the
So
best
because
wizard.
are we remaking them as in how we make them into live action, or are we making them into different films?
This is also quite an old film, so you kind of have to sprinkle in some modern sensitivity.
Because do you know what?
TikTok.
Do you know what will make money? Do you know what live action remake will make cash? Frozen.
No, we're not.
It's barely been a decade.
They're making Tangled, aren't they? They're doing.
Are they?
Yeah, I hope I'm right. I'm just stating.
You just
facts.
say shit, don't you? Just
No, I'm pretty sure that's true.
I mean, I've got a list of what's coming up.
Oh, go on.
You'd be shocked.
What, live action?
Do you know what's a really shocking one? This is sort of
No.
Lilo and Stitch.
Hey now.
Oh,
Great film.
But
Great film. Can't you imagine it? It'll be just like all the other films where
but
there's...
the whole point of Lilo and Stitch is that because it's a cartoon, you believe that this little blue thing could be a dog. Like the sort
Yeah,
of,
you
they all
get
go,
away
"Oh, it's
with
a bit
it,
weird
yeah.
dog." When it's live action, you would straight away be like, "That is not a dog."
Well, I don't know, because in the Scooby-Doo live-action film, Scooby-Doo dresses up as a lady to get on board a plane and sit next to his best friend Shaggy Rogers.
Oh yes, no, they've been friends for a long time. In
Yeah.
fact, they share a favourite snack.
Yeah,
Scooby snacks. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and sandwiches, tall ones.
Oh yes, tall or long.
Anyway, he dresses up as a woman and gets passed off as people believe it's
Fred whacks him on the nose.
That's a good scene. But what I'm trying to say is, have you suspend disbelief to a certain level, John?
You think Lilo and Stitch? You could have
I
Stitch
could see
and be
Stitch
like,
being a dog. I mean, I've seen some people dye their dogs very interesting colours, put on a funny costume.
Are we making a statement about that?
I'm not a big fan of people dyeing their dogs different colours. I think it's pretty cruel. They don't want to be dyed pink, do they?
Don't know.
I don't know. It's the face of a man that's dyed his dog pink.
Don't have a dog. Well, not since the dying incident.
"Oh,
Your family recently got a dog.
yeah, we've not dyed it yet."
Have you put it in little funny costumes?
No, we haven't.
Okay. Tashi?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of dying pets.
Okay. As
But for
in-
the sake of cinema,
yeah. Would you do it for a film?
we got a very ugly dog that looked
Like
a
a
bit like an
pug.
alien.
Or is that
And
you're
we
not?
dyed it blue.
Is that you're not a fan because you have to do it so often and it's just a chore?
Yeah, it's the maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the way you said it almost sounded like you misunderstood and you didn't like the idea of your pet dying, which is also sad. Probably sadder.
What, then having your pet a different colour?
So if they did like a live action remake of Lilo and Stitch and used real dogs that they just tried to make look
Yeah.
like an alien.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe that's the route.
Oh,
Maybe we
yeah.
do a full live action remake, no CGI.
No CGI.
What dog looks most like Stitch? I'm going to say it.
Pug.
Yes.
Yeah, like a pug.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. A pug?
Yeah.
Crossed with like a...
Oh, we're going to have to breed it.
Oh, I think so. Make it even. No.
Yeah? You think, you think the best way to avoid CGI is to crossbreed a new species of dog?
I mean, pugs are pretty bred to extreme anyway.
They're not going, there's no evolution for that little beast.
I read somewhere that as they get older, there's a high likelihood of their eyes popping out of their head. They have been so
That's
crossbred.
so
You
Stitch.
know that?
No.
That's, I think,
Yes,
again...
I've heard something similar.
yeah. So that could be a great scene.
Oh, so, right.
Oh, it is an alien. Its eyes have come
so-
out.
exactly.
Yeah, so we have a scene where like, oh, Stitch is an alien, he can regrow his eyes. We just need to pressure a pug into a state where it explodes its eyes. We've got 4 more pugs waiting in the back.
Exactly.
Because we've been breeding them for months.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Dyed them all blue. Yeah. Attached arms to them. Costume.
Yeah, because he's got...
Yeah, he's got a
Extra. And then in tennis-
Yeah, but I
when he's
don't-
angry.
I don't want to waste money with like costume that might fall off, so I think we're going to have to super glue this stuff on.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? Permanent dye as well,
I
because
think
we can't
so.
dye them every...
What happens when we do the scene? Because we have to do the classic scenes.
Give me one.
The Hawaiian roller coaster ride bit when they're surfing.
yeah.
What happens when we accidentally get the dog wet and the dye runs off?
Permanent dye, John. Right? No?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, were you thinking we were going to use like acrylic paint?
Oh, just, like those sprays that you can get for like £2 in the pound shop. To do
£2 in the pound shop. Now, what a sentence.
It's never a pound.
It's never a pound anymore. You go into pound shop and you're like, I'll just grab some, I don't know, squash.
I'm trying to go.
$1.25.
I'm going into the pound shop. I'm trying to buy some blue hairspray for my dog.
£2?
£2? Are you joking me? I'm going to buy these £3 scissors.
I went in there the other day.
£1.50 stapler.
No word of a lie. I went into Poundland the other day and they had keyboards for computers. £20.
£20.
£20?
I'd expect to walk away with 20 keyboards for that.
Man, do you reckon there's a lawsuit there?
Is that how we fund the film?
I don't know.
Pound shop props. I think
Honestly, it drives me crazy. I mean, because it's not even. It's sometimes there are things that are cheaper than a pound. They're like 50p. There's never anything that's bang on a pound anymore.
Well, that's the risk, isn't it? What if we push them too far and they're like, fine.
Fine.
No, yeah. Pack of gum, £1. Pringles, all £1.
No, but Pringles are. They tend to cost more than a pound. They tend to cost about $1.75.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. 2 for £3 though in Poundland. Again, doesn't make any fucking sense. Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, I've just seen they are doing a Sword in the Stone.
Are there actually any we can do that they're not doing?
They're doing Little Mermaid.
They're doing
Hercules, and they did say that the music in it is going to be inspired by TikTok. That is genuinely true. They did say that the other day.
So what, Hercules would be doing like dances with Philatites?
Yeah. If they don't bring Danny DeVito back as Philatites in the live action, what is wrong with them? Why wouldn't
He
they?
might be too old.
He wants to do it.
Yeah, I know he does.
Let him do it, man.
Can we dye him?
Blue. What else? Go on.
There's a Bambi one, which I think is almost kind of like the Lion King one, a bit pointless.
You don't think Disney's going to cash this whole Disney live-action remake before we can get our hands on it?
They're going to get into a full circle thing of when they start
one.
remaking the remakes.
Yeah.
That's why I think. That's why I think we've got to go Frozen or Toy Story.
I'm not remaking. I don't even like Frozen. Oh, that much. It's okay. It's all right. I want an old one. I want one. Ooh.
Don't
Some are. What's the one? I mean, Dumbo's got some problematic shit, hasn't it? But
they've also made it.
Done it.
Yeah,
And
they've
it
already
was,
done
that
it.
I mean,
was
the crows. The crows are slightly racist.
Crows are slightly racist.
They're racist.
There's problems with like Peter Pan. There are problems in that. They have to put a warning on Disney Plus. You know, it's not in the kids section.
Oh,
It's you have
What, you have to have the age restrictions off to watch Peter Pan? Didn't know that.
because
I didn't know that.
It's unfortunate representation of.
Disabilities. Is that what it is?
No, I
'Cause
think
of Captain
it's the
Hook.
native.
American. That is.
Disability Captain.
Sorry, I was just like when you said it, I was like, oh yeah, because they sort of
yeah.
It's not his driving force for
He's
being.
not.
He's not.
I've just got a prosthetic limb.
Very true.
It's his name. It's also like Scar.
Yeah.
That their names
no, but-
are their disfigurement.
No, but Scar's a different name. Scar's original name wasn't Scar.
What was it?
Tashi, I'm going to need a little hand.
Oscar.
But I believe his actual name means trash. I think it is a word that means
trash.
Yeah, or something like
or
that.
disfigurement. Man, they have it so. No wonder they become villains.
It's Captain Hook. It's sort of if his name is Captain Hook
So, what am I Googling here?
Scar's real name
in The Lion King.
should
Real
be
name.
pretty high up there on Google.
Scar's real name.
Yeah, it's like the second.
Because like Captain Hook, he loses his hand to the crocodile, but he's already called Captain Hook. Do you reckon they had a choice of
unless he's
prosthetic
called
limbs?
Captain
No,
Huck.
his real name is James. James Hook, isn't it? Oh, I
Yeah,
suppose
but
his
it's-
surname Bill Hook.
Its first name's not Hook.
No, that's true.
What are we looking at?
First name Captain, second name Hook.
Right, so I've got a question here, which is Scar's real name Ascari?
Ascari. I quite like that.
According
Yeah,
to
you should
Ford
go by that.
Riley, Ascari was Scar's birth namesake. His name got shortened to Scar after he received his injury.
Wow.
Who did he get it
Okay.
from? Was it Mufasa?
Well, I don't know if his original name did mean trash or if that's fake news. But if my name was trash, I'd give myself a Scar to get a nickname.
If your name was trash.
What's the Black Cauldron like? I've never seen it. Any good?
Maybe stop suggesting films you haven't seen.
Black Cauldron, it's a very odd. Is it 90s? I don't know. 90s, 80s.
Anything
Kind
happen
of
in that one?
kind of fantasy. Not a. It's really bad.
We'll move on.
I
don't know. Maybe it is a current one. I mean, I'm just trying to think of ones that aren't in production.
Yeah, it's tough. 'cause they're making
Atlantis.
them all. Atlantis.
Oh, what a movie! Treasure Planet. Great
Treasure Planet.
film.
Treasure Planet.
which is
Treasure.
essentially Treasure Island. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
but can we make it pretty much exactly Treasure Island by making it live action?
They have made a live action one.
Of Treasure Island.
No.
They have not Treasure Planet, Treasure Island. The Muppets Treasure Island.
Yes, they have.
That was technically Disney.
Yes, it was.
Very good, Tim Curry.
But they did that one before they did Treasure Planet.
Very true. Maybe that's why they did Treasure Planet. Too close to the nail. They don't want to catch themselves out some bucks. Okay, I've got it. Bolt. Bolt with the dog.
What is the dog?
Miley Cyrus voiced the child in it. We could get her back.
Explain the plot of Bolt, because
Plot of Bolt is-
I saw it in the cinema.
Is it John Travolta?
Yes.
As the dog.
And there's
Yeah,
a
I think
gerbil.
so.
Wow.
There's a gerbil.
There's a gerbil.
So there's a lot of fun to be had with the gerbil.
The gerbil is.
The gerbil is
This is really quite funny.
Do we have to
Very-
breed more dogs?
Well,
we're gonna have
a lot more normal.
I feel like we're gonna have.
Normal.
I feel like we'll have quite a few left after we make Lilo and Stitch. We might have to crossbreed them back into something a bit more
yeah,
presentable.
but we'll have time.
We'll win crufts as well.
Yeah.
Bolt, the story is superpowered dog.
No.
Superpowered dog.
Wrong.
Miley Cyrus.
Have you seen
best
it?
friend.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What is it?
The plot
Gerbil.
of Bolt is he's an actor dog who plays a super
He's
dog,
an actor dog.
and then
The hero dog.
but he's not actually got superpowers, and then he saves the day, even though he's just a regular dog.
Oh,
does
that's a
he
great message.
think he has superpowers.
Great message for the kids.
Yes.
Don't have to have superpowers to save the day.
See, he's got it. And he's not named something like No Power Jim, the dog, is he?
Called Bolt.
No problems here. Mm-hmm. I think we've landed on Bolt. What do you say?
I got some more niche ones if you want.
Go on.
The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, the sequel.
Great film. That film had one frame of porn in it. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you know that?
No.
Because that's part of the weird Disney.
It's true.
There's a couple of different things that in Disney.
Oh yeah,
where-
I know there's the Little Mermaid castle.
Oh,
yeah.
It's made of willies.
Yeah.
And then there's the priest in Little Mermaid. There's a shot of him and he's got an
Got a
erection.
willy.
I think that's his knee, if I'm honest with you.
That's
I
a
think,
thin knee.
I think people
It's a
are
thin, pointy knee.
That's what? What do you...
We'll have to splice this in, won't we?
I'm just... Yeah, we have to get an image of that. Because I think...
You do have thin knees.
We can't put the porn bit up.
No,
We can do the cartoon.
No. I will like to clarify, there isn't just a bit of porn in the Rescuers.
It's when they're flying through the city.
Yes.
And then in a window,
Someone's watching.
there's just a. It's a photo. It's a photo of porn
It's genius.
because the animators put it in.
Absolute genius.
So is that something we expand upon
Is that
when
is
we
that the
do a
spin-off
live
we
action
want?
remake? Yeah.
That's what we want. What's happening in that
The
window?
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, it's a no.
I like that.
No, it's a porn
Well,
parody.
in The Lion King, they had sex in the sky, didn't they, with the stars?
No, wasn't it SFX?
Looks like sex.
That's
And
what's
if it
on
looks
your
like
brain,
sex, well, we've gone down a very horrible rabbit hole here, entirely by YouTube, might I add. Excuse me. What, American Tales? What's that one?
that's not Disney, but we can go down that route if you want to steer into non-Disney.
Oh well,
Yeah,
I think
spin into
if
the-
I mean, they've
if we're
probably
steering-
bought them now.
I think the issue is we looked at the Disney ones, and all the ones that I know are in production.
Yeah.
So what about? And we want to make some cash, right, boys?
I know what you're going to say.
We want to make some real money.
We
I know
do.
what you're going to say. You're going to say wacky races.
I am now.
Catch the pigeon.
That's just...
I was going to say live action Shrek.
Oh, no. Please. Overdone.
Overdone hasn't been done.
Exactly. Overdone. But the wacky racers. Dick Dastardly.
And Muttley. What are the other ones?
Imagine.
The other car.
Long
hair.
Penelope Pitstop, is that one?
Peter Perfect, is that his name?
Handsome man, sexy lady, long hair with club.
There's
gonna
the
play him?
cavemen.
That long hair with... Is that... There's several of them, is there?
There's two.
There's
Is it the same cast as
The
Catch Pigeon?
Flintstones...
No,
Are they in it?
no.
Didn't they have crossovers? I'm pretty sure they did. The Jetsons, I swear they're in it.
There was like a vampire car.
What
Cool.
does that do?
I don't know.
Suck the blood from other
Is it
cars?
just like Mad Max then? If we were to,
Gritty
Oh.
reboot.
If you were
Gritty
to-
live action,
Yes.
wacky races. Whoever's last
Fun to
dies. But we pad it with cartoon characters that we can get the rights for.
But not cartoon, right? We're talking...
Yeah, like
Right,
yeah. But the characters.
Who's playing Dick Dastardly? Let's go. Quick.
she's got to be kind of, it's kind of
Scary with a kind of
mustachy
face.
Long
Sacha Baron Cohen?
Sacha
Sacha
Baron,
Baron Cohen.
That's the
Okay.
one.
Who's playing the...
Who's playing Muttley?
Yes. is that a real dog again?
Andy Serkis in like proper
Andy
CGI.
Serkis, but not just in the motion
Oh, just in the grey suit with the dots on
It's
it.
like a little joke, little meta joke.
We couldn't afford the CG.
The pigeon, of course, played by the pigeon from Valiant,
Pigeon
the
is-
film
the-
with Ricky Gervais.
Pigeon is not in Wacky Races.
Catch the Pigeon's a different show, but with
What?
Dick Dastardly in it.
What?
They're not trying to catch a pigeon in Wacky
You're
Races.
misremembering your
In
childhood.
Wacky, there's an easy way to remember. In Wacky Races, there's a bunch of wacky people racing, and in to catch the pigeon,
Pigeon.
there's this pigeon that they're all trying to catch.
And they're in like aeroplanes.
No. You're telling me that Catch the Pigeon was a whole separate entity to Wacky Races?
Yeah, you know that.
No. This is new. I genuinely didn't know that. Swear on my life.
Yeah.
But
I always thought that the races were happening and Dick Dastardly was just there in his car with Muttley, and that there was a pigeon, and so he would get caught up in the race. But oh, blimey! But he's trying to catch that.
No,
darn
Wacky
bird.
Races was they're all trying to win, and Dick Dastardly keeps cheating. And Catch the Pigeon there was a bloody war on. And the pigeon had a message, right? I'm not wrong.
Wait, you're telling me what is he, a Nazi?
They're flying like warplanes and stuff. That pigeon's got like intel.
It's not April.
Tashi, help me out.
Is that true? Is this real?
I think you're right.
I'm right.
What? Catch the Pigeon? It was a whole show.
They were trying to bring down intel, and given that they're the bad guys, that insinuates they're the Nazis.
A whole fucking show to catch the pigeon.
Yeah, catch the pigeon.
Yes, I know
catch
that.
the pigeon.
That's from Wacky
catch
Races.
Because it's
But you-
called Wacky Races.
Like the Chippendales movie, you get Post Malone to do the song again.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I'm having a meltdown.
what are we saying?
Wacky Races and Catch the Pigeon. They're not.
I think what's confusing is there is a crossover. So Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah, they're in
And they're
both.
flying machinery in both, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want a list of the people who are in Wacky Races?
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna take some time to recover.
The Slag Brothers.
What?
Those are the cavemen.
Oh,
They're the
right.
cavemen.
I was.
Slag.
I
Do you know what they're called? Do you know what they're called?
It's not
You can-
Uganog.
Rock and Gravel.
Oh, that's good.
Rock slag and gravel slag.
Rock Slag.
The Gruesome Twosome.
That's the vampire one I was talking about.
What are their names?
Rock and-
Tiny Big Gruesome and Bella Little Gruesome.
Tiny, big, gruesome. And Bella.
That's what I call him sometimes.
Never Rock Slag.
Gravel.
Professor Pat Pending.
Patent pending.
What's
Creative writers on these shows.
well?
The Slag Brothers.
I wonder if any of these.
Hold on, this.
Oh, is there more?
There's more.
Bloody
So,
hell.
did you ever watch Wacky Race?
Yes. Maybe I just watched Catch the Pigeon.
The Red Max.
The red man. Is he like the handsome one?
No, I think he's like in a full suit.
An aviator who speaks with a German accent.
Oh,
Then we've got Penelope Pitstop,
nice one, John.
Remember her.
Sergeant Blast and Private Meekley.
Private Meekley.
I love that. That's
That's what I call you two.
Your privates are meekly.
The Ant Hill Mob.
What is that? What is that?
A group of dwarf-like gangsters.
Yeah, we'll cut that. We'll cut that from the film.
Splicing the images of them so people know what we're talking
At the
about.
beginning.
Lazy Luke.
Lazy Luke.
Blubber Bear.
Blubber Bear, gonna call it now.
There was no Peter Perfect or something. There was no like someone who was.
Yeah.
Was Yogi not?
Wait, is there more?
Next on the list, Peter Perfect.
Are you
Ah.
kidding me? How many are there? Is there like
Two more. We've got Rufus Roughcut, a lumberjack.
I remember him.
I'll play him, please.
And then we've got Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
Dick Dastardly and Muttley. Thank you,
Right.
Tashi.
So
There's a full cast there
Yeah.
to be
Spin-off films.
yeah.
cinematic universe. Catch the Pigeon.
Well, it wouldn't be called the Catch the Pigeon universe, would it? It would
No.
be called the Wacky Races universe.
But what I'm saying
apparently.
is, within that universe is a Catch the Pigeon film. Dick Dastardly's prequel.
Yeah.
I know they've done.
Why do you think he loves cheating? Because he lost the war. And he swore, I'll never lose again.
So is he German?
No.
Dick Dastardly.
No, he's...
So you said he lost the war, though?
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Catch the Pigeon. You assume the pigeon's the good guy. You assume the pigeon's not a Nazi. Therefore...
So he is a Nazi.
It could be Italian. But they were
it
they
could
were
be.
the bad guys in the war.
I'm not going to get on
Well, if you wanted to go through the axes,
Put that-
he's either German, Italian, or Japanese.
Yeah.
We would make him what nationality now in this current climate? Good luck, boys. I'll leave that with you.
He's always American, isn't he? He's always got an American
I think
voice.
so. He's
Yeah.
got a big tash, doesn't he? Like a big.
Or you make him British, and then we're not offending anyone but ourselves.
We can take a joke though.
There you go. That's what you do with villains these days.
Muttley should be British.
Muttley should be.
Could you
Like
do like
Ben Whishaw, like Paddington.
What about like a bit of a curveball? What about? I didn't know anywhere to go with this. What about?
Keep that camera on him.
zoom in if you
Keep that.
can?
There.
What about
Gone
Dave Bautista
as
Muttley
That's Muttley.
and then a really small
in
man.
a suit?
Yeah.
But we do Lord of the Rings-esque camera angles, so
Make
it
him
looks
look-
like he's smaller.
Right, yeah.
Makes our life a bit harder.
Yeah, but people will really appreciate it. They'll be like, "Yeah, I can see how they did it, but the craft's there."
Can we just cast the Slag Brothers, please?
Okay, I'll be Rock, and John will be Gravel.
Okay. Am I the little one?
So I'm not even.
Sorry, can you show us what they look like?
If you just
Yay!
if you both just do this with your hair, right? And then
That's
wait,
about
wait,
as
wait,
much
wait,
as I
wait,
can-
wait. I can even make this better. This is exclusively for the people watching.
I've just seen what I look like, and it's
Oh, it's good, John.
a little bit Hitler.
Well, that's perfect for Dick Dastardly.
Oh, that's good.
How's that?
Perfect.
So, Rock, how long did you know you wanted to be a racer for?
Ever since I joined Nazi Germany. That darn pigeon. That's like that catchphrase.
You're getting confused.
What are you talking about?
Tashi, could I ask a favour, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Could you check if Rock and Gravel were in any way related to Captain Caveman?
Oh, I hope so.
Because they look identical,
Well,
right?
they look
In my
like Cousin
head.
It, right?
Yeah, they got. I think Captain Caveman maybe had eyes, but
I swear.
Did he have his own movie yet?
yeah. I don't know.
Captain Caveman?
Is
I
he?
mean, in Wikipedia it says the Slag Brothers, Rock and Gravel, in a caveman-themed race car called the Bouldermobile.
The Bouldermobile.
Their car is made out of rock, and the brothers, who talk in caveman-like gibberish, but with occasional intelligible words, power it up by hitting it on both sides with their clubs.
Yeah. So they like go bam, 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 bam as it moves along.
So they're saving
It's still
like electricity.
what's it called? Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just
They're not related?
Same.
So you're telling me Scooby-Doo
But like
was
Flint's-
never in this?
Wasn't Flintstones
They're
Hanna-Barbera?
owned by Hanna-Barbera, aren't they? Scooby-Doo?
So I can find a list of Hanna-Barbera. I cannot say that.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
3 times.
Hanna-Barbera,
No, because
Hanna-Barbera,
she'll appear in
Hanna-Barbera.
the mirror.
Say it.
Hanna-Barbera, Hanna-Barbera, Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera, Hanna-Barbera, Hannibal
The only one
Lecter.
that can- Hannah Banana.
Have a banana. Yeah, give us a list if you've got it.
Because these are like classic cartoons. Oh,
The Jetsons, they were one, right? Mm-hmm. The Yogi Bear,
So we're thinking like it's Mad Max-esque,
Yogi
right?
Bear, Top
Wacky
Cat.
Races.
Top Cat. You what?
It's Mad Max-esque,
Yes.
right?
But
So
in
it's
the
in like
end.
an apocalypse world.
Yeah.
Is Catch the Pigeon the war that ended the world?
right. World War III.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get Wacky Races, right?
Let's try to make this live action.
We get Wacky
modern.
Races live action. It's
Got it.
Mad Max. Deserts.
Okay.
Bum, driving. Rocks bashing one side of the car.
Yeah, yeah,
Gravel's
yeah.
bashing the other. They're sliding along. People love it. It's a hit. We release Catch the Pigeon. It's a prequel. Set during a war. What? I don't recognise this world. There's grass. There's trees. End of the film. Nuke.
Sorry. Just to clarify, the Catch the Pigeon, like the activity of catching that said pigeon, isn't the war, right?
No,
that isn't.
That's
what the
during
war-
a war.
During a war.
The
And that-
pigeon's got intel. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you now. Sorry, I was a little caught up by how does a pigeon start a war? You know what I mean? Like I would have had to do something pretty bad, like shit on the wrong car. You know what I mean?
Did the pigeon start the war?
Did the pigeon
Did
shit
the
on
pigeon?
Hitler's car? If it's modern though, that's not going to work. We can't have modern Nazis.
No, they're too scary.
Yeah, we have to have like a fun, like a.
What if we take the piss out of Donald Trump?
Oh wait, that has never been done.
We can say something about his hair.
Or his skin, because it's orange.
His hands.
Okay, so that's what we'll do.
Would it cheer you up to know that the Slag Brothers character design was reused for Captain Caveman?
It really does. That's
Lazy
wonderful.
bastards.
Thank you.
Well, Cousin It as well, right? From
Stop talking about him.
I love Cousin It. I used to want to dress as him. Isn't he the same thing?
He's live action. He's in the Addams Family. He's not wacky racing. He's not solving crimes with 3 teenage girls. I'm pretty sure it's what Captain Caveman did.
Correction, Hanna-Barbera did do the Addams Family cartoon.
Damn
Fucking
it.
go, man.
There you are.
Fucking go.
There you fucking go, man.
There, open your. Hey, very good. All I'm saying is, we could have them all meet, and it'll be like the Spider-Man No Way Home. You know, Cousin It, the Slag Brothers,
Yeah.
Captain
So,
Caveman.
Here's what we do. The path to success has been shown by the MCU, right?
And Disney.
So you release...
And the DC.
I'll get there. So you release the individual films. We see Iron Man, we see Thor, we see Captain America in their own films brought together in the Avengers. A cinematic blockbuster.
Yeah.
We looked at DC. They want to bring Batman in.
Yeah.
They don't have time to make a Batman film.
thanks.
You go straight to
Years.
Batman versus Superman. For wacky racers, we don't bother with a Slag Brothers film.
No.
We don't bother with a Scooby-Doo.
What's the point?
We cram them all in. It's a team up before there's any prerequisite films.
That could work.
So, and then do the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like maybe we don't, maybe they get cancelled because of problematic actors. Like, you know.
Gina Carano, is that her name? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There
you
you
wanna
go.
put-
So there's a current topical from about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
2
years if you're listening when we post
Oh,
out.
yeah. Maybe
3
4.
years.
Somewhere
In an
down.
apocalyptic wasteland.
I'm with it. I think Wacky Racers is a really rife.
But it's like
Not Disney. So
it's Mad Max, so it's smoke and engines and like fire, right? It's not.
Are we going to make it adult?
Yeah.
Like, are we going to go raunchy?
What,
Yeah.
like the Mad Max film.
Yeah.
Like-
Like straight up.
Dick Dastardly's got multiple wives.
Well, he's called Dick Dastardly.
So
maybe
maybe
it's
it
just maybe it's just out.
So it starts. We're going to wrap this up.
If you could.
It's
So we've decided not to do Disney one. We're doing a Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera Cinematic Universe.
But it's Wacky Racers.
Yep.
But it's after the Wacky Racers we know and love. It's not wacky anymore.
No.
We start with Peter Perfect. He fucking punches a guy. First scene.
Kills him.
Dead.
One punch. Yeah.
Guess I'm not so perfect anymore.
Oh, God.
Things just got a little wacky, is what he says.
Sorry, I wackied you.
No, too far. But we have got Sacha Baron Cohen hanging dong, right? Agreed? Just as Dick Dastardly.
Oh, okay.
Not on the podcast.
I thought you meant physically.
No. Yeah?
Dick Dastardly outfit, but it's latex.
Yeah. But without,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
like, arseless chaps, but back to front. And maybe that's his mistake. A little bit wacky.
Oh, I've made a mistake.
Whoops. Hey, it's there now. Cheers. Cheers, everyone, to the Hanna-Barbera live action cinematic universe. We'll see you in Hollywood.
And next time, let's try to get to some of those live action remakes before Disney does.
And that's a wrap. Subscribe to the Bad Clowns Film Pitch podcast and follow Bad Clowns Comedy on all social medias for updates on live shows and new comedy sketches. See you next time.